Hi, I wanted to say hi to you. We are 2 days into week 2 of our English 135 class. And I wanted to just talk to you for a few minutes about your summative assessment, which is a written communication webpage. So I had a couple of questions about this. So let me just go over a few things here with you. So for this assignment, you are creating a hypothetical sort of made up company. And this made up company has their own website. And it is your job to create a web page on this company's website in which you are explaining 5 of the different communication channels to employees at the company so that people can be directed to this page and learn more about these channels and how to use them within the company. But for you, the purpose is to show that you have learned about these different channels of communication and when they are most appropriate, and support those or support your understanding with examples. Okay, so this is the scenario for your company. You were hired as a manager of the super contemporary company. Okay, that is not the company's name. So what you're going to do is, of course, prepare by reading through the material this week and reviewing last week as well, and the channels of communication that was on the week 1 readings and activities. And specifically, you're going to really focus on these 6 C's of communication, which are really important. And then you're going to select one of these as your company. So a retail company of some kind, a food company, a medical company, or a technology company. And then you get to make up the name of the company and decide on the different elements of it. So you don't have to answer these, you just have to think about them, because this will help you to create your company. So what's the purpose of this organization? Which one did you choose? How large is it? What kind of messages would be communicated in this type of an organization? What is the best way to communicate these messages, and what ethical guidelines should be followed when using each of the communication channels that you've chosen? Because you want to incorporate that in your webpage, in the explanation and description of the channels of communication that you're emphasizing on your webpage. So you will find that 375 is probably not enough words. You might have to use more in order to describe the 5 channels of communication. And you also want to make sure that you are citing any sources that you use outside of the class that you bring in, or even if you're citing things from our textbook, that you're using APA citation guidelines, and also including relevant images, because that's engaging for your audience. It makes your writing and your webpage more interesting. Okay, and then of course you're going to be reviewing it for grammar and spelling and sentence structure. So you can create your webpage, the format, the style, any way you want, but you are given here a website template, okay? And I do have it right here. I'm going to open it up for you. And it looks like this. So make sure that you erase the instructions, like main homepage. You can put something here. You can change the language that would reflect this web page. But if you don't use anything here, make sure you erase all of this. But it does give you a template, so you can name this page whatever, channels of communication, whatever you want. And then this is the header. This is where you'd add your description of this company and insert a picture if you would like to. And then this is the first channel of communication, the second channel of communication, and so on. And then for each of these, you're going to summarize this channel of communication in your own words. And if you do want to use language from our textbook or from the readings in the readings and activities, make sure that you do cite those. And then give some examples of how this, at what time or in what situation that channel of communication would be used. And then insert an image or a graphic or something else, maybe a link for them for more information. But again, erase any information here that you did not need to use. So you'll have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels of communication you chose. And then for anything you cited, you'll have your references here. And that's it. Okay, so basically you are creating a pretend company. You are creating a website or a web page on the website of this company to explain 5 of the best channels of communication that employees can use. And this is also demonstrating your knowledge over the past 2 weeks of channels of communication and how they are used and in what situations they are best used. All right, so I hope that clarifies for you. You don't have to use this template, but it is there for you to use. If you have any questions about any of this, please send me a message. I'll be happy to help. All right, have a good rest of your week.